Two regular people making sense of the chaos, the trying times, the breaking news, the endless outrage cycles. We come from different angles, different starting points. We're not here to scream past each other, we're here to get it right. Just honest conversation and unapologetic takes. This is political dissonance.
Good morning, good day, good luck. My name is Everett. Kim Gandy is taking a little bit of extra time off to spend some time with her family. It's Tuesday, and based on what President Trump has said, today could potentially be an unusually chaotic day. We're here really to just talk about the tweet. Probably one of the most unpresidential, unhinged, and insane tweets for anybody to make. With these kinds of threats and language, it's hard to imagine that this kind of person is controlling aspects of the world. I have never seen, and I guess it's technically not a tweet, it's a truth. Yeah. I have never seen such an unhinged post. There's nothing else to say. So today possibly is the day. Yet the day when there has to be an agreement reached, that day always gets pushed off. It seems to be pretty obvious the Iranians aren't going to back down or cave to the U.S. military. And I think tweets or truths or posts, whatever you want to call them, like this, just indicate Trump's frustration, his lack of leadership, his lack of control. I cannot believe, and I imagine, and I know this has been talked to death by a lot of people, but this is not normal. This is not what we want kids studying when they're looking at history books. When they're in high school and junior high and they're studying U.S. history, this is confusing and a little bit frightening. I understand to an extent what he's trying to say. I don't agree with what he's trying to say. I don't understand why he's trying to say it this way, other than the frustration is building. The lack of control is beginning to eat him. I mean, there are so many other topics we could be talking about, but this post has just really been kind of stewing in the back of my head. Well, for the past 24 hours or so, 48 hours, because this is exactly the way you don't want a president to be speaking. And I have heard the Trump supporters say, well, you have to look past how he speaks and look at the message in it. And when you look at this post, the message in it is an unhinged, maniacal, crazy idea. This is not normal. This is not safe. And I know that there are people out there saying, Well, you have to look past his method of communication and look at what he's trying to say. We shouldn't have to look at what somebody is trying to say when they're the president. They should be able to communicate it in an adult way. And this is not an adult way, and it's not even really appropriate for a child. And with it being Tuesday, we're going to see what's going to unfold. And I know that I've talked to Kim over the weekend, over the holiday weekend here, and we are going to be following this whole situation. This is a little frightening, and I mean that in the most honest way, because if this is the way he communicates, we're in danger. If this is the message he's trying to send, we're in danger. There's nothing good that can come out of either this type of post or this type of communication. And he proves it time and time again. He goes off on these middle of the night rants. Where I'm at right now, it is the middle of the night, so he could be doing them, doing one right now. This is not good. And for all of those people who say you have to look at the message and not the delivery, you need to look at the message, because the message that he's sending is not good. Now, the rest of the week, we are going to be following both, this and the war and all of the things that Trump has done. We could talk about the Easter debacle with the children and the egg roll. Not an egg roll, the egg roll at the White House. There is no lack of topics here. But one of the things this week we are going to do is take a little bit of a detour and talk about the great state of Illinois, where I'm from, just to get away from some of this national politics stuff, because there are a lot of topics out there we're overlooking. Yeah. There's the Epstein files. Remember those? There's the Trumps. There's the bimboification. There's so many things. And I just wanted to come on for a couple of minutes and rant about this tweet, truth, social post, whatever you want to call it. I will never get used to calling it a truth or the idea of truth social. So if I misspeak here and there regarding these, I apologize. There's enough social media out there. I don't need truth social. And I don't think most people do, because when the posts are called truths in a world where everybody says my truth rather than the truth, it's just not good. And that's really all that I wanted to say right now. We will be back this week covering a bunch of different topics. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Not that this show is about me, but tonight it is a little bit. And with that, I'll say goodnight and leave your arguments in the comment section there.
We come from different angles, different starting points. We're not here to scream past each other.